Hello, wonderful Java developers. Welcome to a brand new tutorial on our channel. Today, we are diving deep into a super important topic for anyone working with databases, SQL Joins, explained with practical Java examples. Have you ever wondered how to combine data from different tables in your database to get a complete picture? That's exactly what SQL Joins help us do. In this 5-minute whiteboard session, we will understand what SQL Joins are, why they are crucial for relational databases, explore the most common types of joins, and then see how to implement them effectively using Java's JDBC, which stands for Java Database Connectivity. Get ready to connect your Java applications to powerful database queries. Let's kick things off with the most fundamental join, the inner join. Imagine you have two lists, say, a list of students and a list of courses they are enrolled in. An inner join is like finding only those students who are actually enrolled in a course, and only those courses that have students. It returns only the rows that have matching values in both tables. Think of it as the intersection of two sets. On the whiteboard, you can see a simple SQL query for an inner join. We select columns from both tables, specify the tables, and then use the ON clause to define the matching condition, typically a common column like an ID. Below that, you'll see a Java snippet demonstrating how we would execute this SQL query using a JDBC statement and process the results. Next up, we have the left join, also sometimes called left outer join. This one is a bit more inclusive than the inner join. Using our student and course example, a left join would return all students from the student list, regardless of whether they are enrolled in a course or not. If a student is not enrolled, the course-related columns will simply show null. It's about preserving all records from the left table and only bringing in matching records from the right table. On the whiteboard, observe the SQL syntax for a left join. Notice the keyword left join instead of inner join. The ON clause still defines our matching condition. And just like before, a Java code snippet shows how you would execute this specific SQL query and iterate through the result set to display the combined data. Now, let's bring it all together with a complete, practical Java JDBC example. This code snippet on the whiteboard demonstrates how to establish a connection to a MySQL database, execute an inner join query, and then process the results. First, we define our database URL, username, and password. Then, using a try with resources block, which is a best practice for automatically closing resources, we establish a connection, create a statement, and execute our SQL query. The result set then holds our combined data. We iterate through this result set using a while loop, extracting the employee name and department name for each row. This complete example shows you the full flow from connecting to displaying the joined data. As you start working with SQL joins in Java, it's common to encounter a few pitfalls. Let's look at some common mistakes and how to avoid them. A frequent error is forgetting or incorrectly specifying the ON clause, which leads to incorrect or unexpected results. Always double-check your join conditions. Another mistake is not handling null values properly, especially with left joins, where non-matching columns from the right table will be null. In Java, Remember to check for null before accessing string methods. For best practices, always use try with resources for your JDBC objects like connection, statement, and result set to prevent resource leaks. Also, consider using prepared statement for queries with parameters to prevent SQL injection attacks and improve performance. These tips will make your database interactions robust and secure. Alright, we've covered a lot today. Let's quickly recap what we've learned about SQL joins with Java. We started by understanding that SQL joins are essential for combining data from multiple tables. We then explored the inner join, which gives us only the matching rows from both tables, like an intersection. After that, we looked at the left join, which returns all rows from the left table and only the matching rows from the right, filling in null for non-matches. We saw a complete Java JDBC example demonstrating how to connect, execute, and process join queries. Finally, we discussed common mistakes and best practices like using private resources and prepared statement. Remember, practice is key. Try creating your own database tables and experimenting with different join types. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing Java content. Keep coding, and I'll see you in the next video.